the host, came in for Lube. 7 going out the door, including Yenya Rabinikov, who's playing in this competition for Trentino. Anyway, Juan Torreira, 4-time MVP of this competition, getting us underway. Goes straight to the opposite. First point through Anderson on the right side. It's a good start from Anderson, who's been playing on that right side for the USA. Slightly out of system. Chance on the outside. Leo is high. Works the ball away from the body. Off the body. Leo goes. The height's really impressive from Lube. Samoilenko is in a good airspace. He's not a small man, but Lube just seemed to go over everyone. Engapeth goes sharp angles. It's really good work from Leo to get off the net quickly and make sure that he plays a little bit of defense. Second chance through the opposite. That's 2 from 2 from the right side. This time Mikhailov. Just comparing the two sides that played in the final last year. Leon was still playing for Zenit. Obviously he's moved on to Perugia. He started in the wing spiker position with Anderson. Leon scored 19 in that 3-2 victory. Back to the outside, Leo 2 from 2. He's gone high, and now he's gone steep to the line. What a start. Honestly, this game is enough to give you goosebumps. But Leon, Anderson, Butko, Mikhailov, Samoilenko and Gutsaluk shared the middle work with Artem Volvic. So it's a similar team apart from really Leon. But the difference, great run. It's a good look really from Simon, but Anderson on the pipe doing a good job. Just exchanging some exquisite backcourt work. And you have to admire Juan Torreira. He's got that one away from the body. Just have a look. He has to be behind the white line, yes, but the way that his arm works away from the body, it's not an easy skill. He has a good look at the court as well. The team that started last year in this competition for Lube, just in contrast to what we were saying just a moment ago, is Juan Torreira goes again 3 and it's super high, and Zenit are playing very quick. Palacio, good reactions. Second chance, almost as a down ball. And Engapeth doing exactly what Engapeth does so well, and that's just smuggling the ball through the blocker. Throws it through the first time, and this is what you see from Engapeth. He's not all about power. He knows that Simon is drifting in the block. He can just work off. Juan Torreira started last year. Yuri Kova got the nod in the final of this competition in front of Taylor Sander. Both have gone. Mika Christensen has also gone to Modena. He's linked up with Velasco, and he's with Zaitsev. Sokolov is a starter. Enrico Sesto, who's on the bench. Davide Candarello has left as well. So many changes from Lube. Simon goes out the back. Won this competition with Al Ryan in 2014, was obviously a Cuban national team member between 2005 and 2010. Passing is good, Stankovic. Anderson's just working and helping out the middle there. It's a front court setter, so Anderson's taking care of it and almost allowing his middle blocker to go to the outside. Doesn't work that time. Bruno with a good serve, and that's what Lube really do pack. It's some really physical jump serving. But Zenit are also a physical outfit, and Mikhailov can hit that 10 ball from the backcourt just like anyone else. Puts the ball away when they're situated on the front. Lazio out of system slightly. Bruno has to go to the outside. Sokolov, evergreen, and really, really effective. Won this competition 4 times in a row with Trentino. Was in the same team as fellow teammates Osmani Wantarena. Throughout that period, it is Wantarena to serve. Engapeth passing off the net. There's no middle ball available. They go 2 in the block. This time Lube out of system. Sokolov! Shut down. It's huge. Sokolov usually stays so high and smooth. He's a little bit underneath that one. Samelenko fired up. It's another ferocious jump serve. That's something this game is going to have in abundance. But the blocking from Zenit has just started so well. Sokolov twice in a row. 3 this time, but it's that man again. Alexei Samelenko, 2 big monster blocks. Some of the serving in this competition, frightening. Sokolov, 3rd time lucky. Pulls a little bit more in front of him. Engapeth drifting around. That's why he's frustrated with himself. But that's more of the form in the air that we see from Tsevtan Sokolov. Won the best opposite in this competition last year for Lube. That ball from Engapeth shows us exactly what he's about. Stankovic with the serve. Verbov putting the ball into the perfect area, 1-on-1. Simon commits with the middle, leaves really Engapeth against Sokolov, and that one off the body. So good. Good passing from both teams. Lube repay the favour. This time Sokolov 1-on-1. And he's doing some damage. Middle commits. Engapeth passed on that occasion. Engapeth didn't really get set much of the ball in the final stages last night, but he's getting more today. Bruno at position 4. For many, this is the toughest rotation to side out from, especially when Mikhailov is serving. Ace from Mikhailov. This is a different Zenit. It's a Zenit team that missed 6 serves in the tie-break sets last night. All the big guns missing, but that's high, it's smooth, it's very quick, and Wantarena. Mikhailov again, but that's so much better from Leo, and welcome to the game. Robertlandy Simon, while playing in Serie A for Piacenza, the coach reckons he was touching almost 390. That's 337. No digging that, Mikhailov. Good luck. The MVP of yesterday, Randy Leal, serves into the net. 15 awards in his career, including the best wing spiker last year. There's talk of him playing for Brazil. 8 trophies with Sada Cruzeiro. But more aces from Zenit. What's got into them today? And where was this serving form last night against Fakel? It's a different Zenit. Engapeth again. It's another ace from Engapeth. If it's not Mikhailov serving aces, it's Irvin Engapeth. And this is the sort of response. Engapeth going back to the float serve just to try and keep Lube under pressure. There's a dig, so there is a chance here in transition. It goes to Engapeth again, who's just finding confidence. At times starved of the ball yesterday from Butchko, the setter. Today he's being given a lot. He's having a lot more fun out there. Stays with the float serve. This one, it's a feisty little rip. Lube are really struggling. Verbov chasing, nowhere near it. It's Lube's second appearance in this competition. They only founded in 1990. Again, Monterena shows his ability to work away from the body. Simon. Doesn't matter where Zenit go. Through Engapeth, Anderson or Mikhailov, they are scoring for fun. Stankovic can't get out to the wings. Can't help but leave a split in the block. Andy Leal's job is to sit in that seam, so if there's a gap in the block, he's supposed to fill it, but it's Mikhailov. He's a superstar of the game. Monterena front court receiver. Sokolov, but Engapeth makes a dig off the chest, but after being blocked twice in a row, Sokolov storming through. Zenit have won the last 4 Champions Leagues. It's a European, it's the biggest competition in Europe run by the CEV. Lazio jumping in to set that second one. Monterena takes it a bit later this time, where he's worked away. Now he goes through. And Zenit also, as Bruno serves, won 5 trophies last year. They had a miraculous season. Payback time. Mikhailov keeps the ball in front of him. The body goes through the ball. Stays super high. Just see all the big guns staying away from really hitting steep unless it's on a sharp angle. Bruno, it's so quick. Stop that. That's the magician that's Bruno, doing his thing. Flips it back, all with the wrists. His thumbs go through to the target, and Monterena's just ready to pat it away. It's unfortunate from Monterena, who last year won the MVP again for this award, but actually said in the post-match interview he thought that Leon should have got it, but Monterena was in the top 5 scorers, servers and blockers. Stankovic working off the body. Just opens up so nicely, chest really showing to Bruno. Just there. It's a sign of opening up and letting the ball come into his path, and then he can choose, really, as soon as he's opened up so much, which angle he really wants to hit. Two Cubans in the block, beaten by the Russian. Just imagine if Juan Terena stayed with Cuba alongside Lille and Simon and Leon, to name a few. That team would be very close to being world champions. Chase is good from there. It's a free ball, so chance with a free ball for Zenit. They go to Engapeth, who's done so well this evening so far. Doesn't score that time, Engapeth, but makes a decision just to cause pressure. (2014). Zenit serving, and Lube's passing have been key performance indicators here. They've not passed well enough, but they are now. They're using the middle. And look at Bruno. Simon does so well here, tracks the ball in, shows 5, takes Volvic with him and then snaps it back to 1. Good middle work. Sokolov. Great response from Zenit. Looks like a wider play from Butko. That's exactly what that play is aiming to do. Bruno's trying to jump in to help, but trying to split the two blockers, the middle blocker and the blocker at 2. That's why they're running quick and wide there. To the outside, Lille. He goes long, but there's a touch off the block somewhere. Sokolov and Bruno leave. Here comes Diamantini. Steinderholst, the Belgium setter, who signed from Germany this year to play his first season in Italy. Was used for 1 point yesterday, de Holst, but now has a chance to impact a little bit more. Engapeth, who's been tremendous in this opener. Short on one trainer, takes him out of the attack, but higher on the opposite is Simon. Let's see exactly what Lube have done there. Bankovic now on the front. On Terena will go to 4. Does go to Juan Terena. Speed is of the essence here. So quick from the holes to find Juan Terena. The challenge has been called because Lube are sure there's a touch there. You have struggled to cope with the service pressure. There is a net touch by the looks of it. The introduction of Hawkeye means that athletes don't always admit to net touches. Simon needing something drastic here. Engapeth the target. The ball's very straight, but on the opposite. Chance again, Engapeth setting this time to the outside. Anderson with the deep, robust swing. There's a touch off the block, and that's what the wing spikers do for Zenit. They're crafty. They use the block to their advantage. Reverse substitution. Volvic is out as well, and that's for Alexeyev. Substitution we saw yesterday coming in for a block. Lube are just questioning what's going on. Verbov almost forgetting to come back on there. Alekno still questioning what's going on. Oh dear. The service sub has just fluffed his lines. Alekno, who's a mastermind of this sport. Nobody knows what's going on here. So there's 7 players. And now there's 5 players on court with Verbov leaving. Reverse substitution. And Zenit are now trying to find their rotation. Butko's at position 2. So front court setter. It's a good pass as well, straight to the middle. Really good regulation stuff from Zenit. And Alekno, high fives all round to Samulenko. And it's been comfortable, hasn't it? For Zenit. Butko to serve. Monterena needing a really good run from the service line. First swing for the first set, one-on-one, it goes straight to the outside. Teams going back to business for the second set. Good serving, Monterena with just an audacious swing to start with. Monterena, the Olympic silver medalist with Italy in 2016. Been playing pro for 10 years now, but 4 of these awards. The MVP in this competition is special. Teams are siding out here. Zenit go back to the middle again. Just one-handed. Smart from Zenit. It's not in the right spot, it's too low, so you just have to get crafty with it. Anderson. The problem at the moment is when Lube can't pass the ball within the 3-meter line, Bruno just can't work the magic that we're all used to. Monterena now on 2 knees. Lille can only tip, he's well out of rhythm. Fast plays from Zerbov. And Engapeth, again, just showing his worth here, Engapeth. He really is great to watch when he's on one of these moods. Just tipping and pushing, nudging and nurtling the ball around the block. This time Anderson goes long. Been part of Zenit since 2012. Reed Pretty, okay, Stanley, 2 other big American names to play for Zenit, but not for this period of time. The French setter also noticeable, Benjamin Tanuti. Blocking from Sokolov, back to business for the Bulgarian. Finish position very strong, high and penetrating. Sokolov won the European bronze medal with Bulgaria in 2009, and you'd think that Sokolov really deserves more accolades at international level, but he's done so much at club level fast. Again, Butko one-on-one. Sokolov doing business at the net against Engapeth. Bruno again from way downtown, but he's got big ammo on the outside through Lille, who now has to make a block. Can't, though. Mikhailov smuggles the ball through. What a treat for a Tuesday evening. The effective Samolenko scored 3 in the first set. Won't be adding to that tally anytime soon, as he's replaced by Verbov. Bruno's still on the back court at position 5, so 3 front court hitters for Lube. More importantly for them at the moment, 3 blockers. Engapeth stays smooth, stays high, and he's on the fade, falling to the floor, and he gets plaudits for that, Engapeth, because he's looking so much to the line, but he knows he's got 2 on him, and he has to try and turn that ball back by opening up with his chest. It's a very good swing. Out of system. Once again, Lube can't use the middle. They go to the outsides. That's the balance of their team. They might sacrifice the pass at times, but Monterrey and Lille will score for you out of system. It's only really another meter, and that's money from Monterrey. They can't do anything with the pass leaking to left to right or too fast. There you go. Now Bruno can work. Makes it look easy there for Lube as Zenit. The foot of Butko keeping it alive. Lube, although they're not passing overly well, still lead. Verbov with a perfect pass, and he celebrates the libero, and rightfully so. It's a huge serve from Lube, but the shoulders are relaxed, the platform is firm, and the ball just pops straight up. Anderson just showing his craftsmanship as well, once again chiseling off the inside hand. Lube well out of system. 3 in the block, cutting off all the angles. Samolenko again. Monterrey just trying to hit his way out of trouble. The high ball to the outside buys time for Matt Anderson to join the block party. Zenit just don't look like they can be flustered this evening. 2 blocks in a row. This time, it's Butko on Monterrey. Monterrey shut down twice by Zenit. Bruno feeds him quick to the wings. It's the inside hand doing the work, dropping into the seam, stopping Monterrey, hitting the ball towards position 6, the swing he really enjoys. Not 3 in a row, surely. It is 3 in a row. Monterrey, a hat-trick of swings put down right in front of his face. Championship, the best players, sorry, the best teams for one trophy. Better from Lube, and this is what you expect. The big physical attributes of Simon. He's not trying to hit this ball as hard as you'd think. Power generated from the approach and the arms, just there. Second one is long. Chance for Anderson. It's well watched from Sokolov, who reads the tip early, and it's good from Bruno. Just watch how the ball from Sokolov goes in towards position 3, just here. The blockers go that way too. Sokolov knows he's got one-on-one as soon as Bruno drags that ball back to him. 20 attacks from Zenit in this game, 18 from Lube, but blocking and serving has been the difference. 5 blocks, 3 aces. Oh, Maxim Mikhailov just batters Bruno down the line. My bad, says Bruno. Thinks he should have plucked that one. Anderson taking a bit of pace off that one. Bruno going to the middle. And it's not perfect from Lube. The ball's at 2. But because of the pass is a lot more tighter to the net, Bruno can run the middle. Stankovic has been very quiet so far. But he can run the middle, then he can start working to the wings. But the pass has to keep that consistent. The serve is long from Monterrey. Challenge in progress. Zenit's undefeated this season until last night when they lost to Feikal Novi Urengoy. They're both undefeated in the league, the 2 Russian teams. Let's have a look at Hawkeye. What have you got for us? The ball is in. Initially thought that one was out. Monterrey. Such a collection of best outside spiker awards, but they need him to serve well. It is another good serve after the ace, but Anderson does just as well. Verbov just covering so nicely, working through the block, but Verbov, the libero, can take some credit here. Pancake underneath the ball, palm flat to the floor, and Engapeth again, just teasing Stankovic. How good has he been this evening? It's another missed serve from Semenenko, who in offense and the blocking phases has been effective, but serving-wise has struggled. Big front court from Lube now. Engapeth, 3 on him. Soft hands from the blockers. Net touch against Simon. It's a rotation they would have wanted to make the most of there. Bulgarian Sokolov alongside the two Cubans. That's a very physical front line. Mikhailov, such a threat from the baseline. Lube will be very happy to see the back of the Russian from the baseline. Sokolov's turn to impact the game. Softer roll to one. Butko trying to use Volvic. It's good serving, it really is from Sokolov. Front court setter. They're trying to build the play or make Zenit play the ball through the left side of court. That pass is so stretched. Simon and Bruno can really get involved blocking wise. Verbov perfect again. Verbov is so experienced. Engapeth's job is made easier just because of the consistency of the libero. Really good from Verbov. Engapeth. Velasco has to take that one. Calls of it being out. It's a monster block, but three are pinching in the block for Zenit. Every time that Lube are out of system, off the net, three blockers are waiting for Sokolov. It's another jump serve. Engapeth really adapting his serves this evening. Sama really potent float serves, others jump serves, but it means as a passer it's difficult to find the rhythm. Butko with a marvellous set, but Velasco completely competes with that dig. Chance for Engapeth to play setter. It's over, or too far over that 3-meter line. Bruno on the turn. Some rally this one. All of a sudden Anderson just caught in the middle between 2 and 3, having to try and find a swing. And eventually Ioanni Lille finishes it through the pipe. We haven't seen much of that from Lille. He would love to play in an Olympics. Was the MVP of an Olympic qualifying event that Cuba didn't actually qualify for in 2008. Verbov again just really working hard to play defense. Bruno is aware of all of his options all of the time, and that from Bruno actually in a blocking touch on Anderson was very key. Much better from Lube. Volvic for a middleman makes a wonderful dig. Bruno is starting to become more animated, trying to rally up his troops. Maybe it's just because the pass is better and he feels that he can influence the game. He has the players around him if they can pass well. Simon apologising as he leaves again. Velasco was kept very quiet, the Lube libero. Sokolov really coming into this game. Bruno does the maths here. Again, it's passed into position 3, and he flips it back to try and stretch the middle blocker. Stretching here, as Anderson says, maybe that's me going a little bit too wide, leaving the seam open. Sokolov is classy. Engapeth is classy. Passing is good. Sokolov decides to jump into the angle. He knows he's one-on-one, so he has to make a decision. He stays where he shows Engapeth, or he makes a late dart into the angle to try and make a block. Anderson misses out. Verboff again passing into a good zone. Slightly difficult for Alexander Butko. Monterena on a good run of serves here. It's another blast from the back line. It's a great run from Zenit, it really is. Once again, the ball is passed into 3, almost 3.5. Butko really has to get his skates on. Chasing hard, flips it back. The height on the pass is good enough for Butko to generate power through the ball, find Mikhailov. It's really good work from Butko. Sermak-Chevsky made an appearance in the first set, and ended up just throwing the ball on the floor because of a rotation error. Palacio passing into a wonderful area. And look how good Lube are when they pass well. The angles that Yoandy Lille can hit, tremendous. The experienced Italian national team player, Enrico Sesta, comes in. Stankovic is out. The Serbian who really has to compete just for a place in his national team as well. Lisniac, who used to play for Skrap, and Podra Krasin, 2 more middles for... This one's pinning around everywhere. Great substitution. Enrico Sesta does his job. Floated towards position 5. From position 5. Same one again, trying to work Engapeth inside. It is good, and it gives it a chance for 2 to get into the block, but he's confident, Engapeth, and he just goes off the fading hands of Simon. Just a little linger. Mervyn Engapeth under the net as well. I challenge you to find a better wing spiker in the world who uses the block like Engapeth. Special talent. The tactic from Lube was good though. Try and pass Engapeth slightly out of rhythm and get 2 blockers on him. Taking the line, Sokolov gets one back. Lube lead by 3, need 2 more. Sokolov with another ripper. They've served better in this second set, Lube. Monterena, Sokolov bringing some serious heat. Engapeth, small favour off the top of the net band, 3 in the block from Zenit. And the difference between Engapeth and Lille is that Engapeth will try and use the block in those situations. Lille will just try and go through it. Challenge requested. Lube potentially would like the referee to give this one to them. There you have it. The ball, not this time though. Goes for the topspin jump serve and misses out. Great time out. From Gianpaolo Medai. Schneider-Holsch comes back in. Sokolov and Bruno out. Diamantini is back in to try and make a block here. Set point for Lube. They need to take it early. They get 3 in the block. It's great cover from Lille. He's defending so deep at 6. It's very quick from the Holst. There's a split in the block. Taken by Lube. So many players left Lube last year, but they wanted to keep hold of this man, who starts us off again for set 3. And what a start it is. Jump serving from Monterrey. And Sokolov and Stankovic going to work on Mikhailov. That's a big shadow from Sokolov. Everything pointing back in to the centre of the court. Monterrey again going after Engapeth. They're out of system now. Zenit, 2 in a row. Stankovic. And the beauty here for Lube is that 2 of the biggest hitters have just been stuff blocked in the opening 2 points of the set. Confidence is a key component of this game. Can't get round the blocks. They have to try and go over the top. Second chance. Engapeth this time has been blocked, but somehow it's just scurried over from Zenit. Chance again in transition. Finally, Zenit find the floor. Sokolov 6 points in that second set, alongside Engapeth. I expect a lot of balls going in those directions. Anderson. It's a great pass, Balasso. But where's the cover? Zenit managing to get one back. They've been bullied a little bit early on in this set by the block of Lube. But now it's the Russians' time. They draw level. Anderson, what form he's in from the baseline early on in this third. Randy Lille goes high, but once again, good blocking. They're not getting stuff blocks, but they're slowing the game down for the defense. Engapeth sometimes just makes it look so easy. 3 blockers. Stankovic decides not to go. Big gaps left. Eyes on Stankovic from Bruno and Sokolov. 3 in a row from Anderson. One terrain of the target. Play stacked towards the outside where Randy Leal manages to side out. Good communication from the bench to Bruno. Some things you can't quite see on your pictures, but they're always communicating about getting better. Zenit off the net, 2 in really if Simon can get across. He doesn't, but they do get a dig here, Lube, and then there's a scene. Attacked by Lille. Chest bumps all round. Quite slow work in the middle from Samilenko and from Simon firstly. Lube made the dig, Zenit didn't. Defenders will have to fill seams left by the blockers. There are some things in life, though, that you just can't defend, and that was one of them from Maxim Mikhailov. What a swing. Alexei Samilenko. Monterena passes it into a good zone. Sokolov just staying high and in control of his whole body through that swing. Second chance. Doesn't try and hit the leather off the ball, does he? He just stays calm and consistent. Samilenko talking to Alekno, 33 years old now, man from Moscow. Bruno having to really chase after that one. Engapeth, the target is very tight. 3 in. Engapeth. Is it class? Is it cheeky from Engapeth? A mixture of both. The way that he can work his arm to manipulate the ball into those angles as Bruno has a cut. Well, that's how it happened. Back to business. Chance here for the host to make a real impression. The man from Belgium, and what a start it is! Confidence from the second setter. He just fires it. The speed to the middle is unbelievable. He brings Robertlandy Simon right into the game. The connection, key here. Potentially a mismatch here, though, for the blocking. Doesn't matter so much when Lube serves so tough. Engapeth, who scored last time, he swung at one. This time he goes out the back, maybe a little bit underneath the ball, and when you're underneath the ball, your arm doesn't go through it quite as well. This is the Yoandy Leal that we saw yesterday. A real threat. Bruno still has 3 around him trying to tape up his hand. You can see he's taken some hit there. Goes back to the middle, 2 from 2. Sokolov having a laugh here. Wasn't the cleanest bit of work from the middle. The Holstein will be feeling the pressure. Verbov expecting something quite different. Spatch from Simon. Christian, the host, signed from SWD Power Volleys this year, and now he's playing in the World Club Championship. It's too tight, but the cover is tremendous from Balasso, and maybe the host's job is just to keep setting the middle. Connects twice with Simon, and now with the Serbian Stankovic. Osterov comes in for Samulenko. That's not a surprising substitution from Zenit. Osterov plays a fair amount of ball as well. Back to Anderson. That injury to Bruno has just sort of taken the sting out of this game for a moment. Anderson on an inside set, cruising back to the line. Perfect passing. 4 times to the middle. Really investing hard. Hopefully for the host, he'll go to the outsides in a minute and his players will have some one-on-ones. 2-on-1 to Reina though. Back to Sokolov on the wing. Free ball though. This should really go the way. It goes through the pipe. Running the game nicely. There's a net touch against Kosterov, the substitution. Credit where credit is due to the host here, because he's used the pipe, he's used the middle. He has Sokolov now, they can give the ball to on the opposite, hopefully with just one blocker. Engapeth puts the host on his backside. Passes into a good zone. The middle does a good job, but really you can see Stankovic is frustrated. He would have wanted to get his arms in front of that one and block the area towards position 1. Smart from Zenit, smart from Engapeth. Running a closer play in the middle and then a wider one to the pipe. It's another spatch, this time from Stankovic, but that's maybe 4 times that the host has used the middle. It's incredible work. Now the senior players look to him, and if you'd have asked him if he would be in this situation, look at the players around him and look at the stage that he's on here. He's doing a great job. Serve goes long from Zenit, 2-point game. Two missed serves in a row. Impressive Belgium side, really, that the host is part of. Sam Deroux, obviously, the opposite player. But they're growing nicely. Lots of players playing in the big leagues now. Leah with the serve. Halfway through set 3, Engapeth cruising. It's good volleyball all round this. It's a good serve. They know potentially that the host are just 187, 1 meter 87 centimeters. It's a nice target to go over the top of. Sokolov is blocked as well. Zenit pull back equal. Anderson. Volvic doing the business. Volvic, another experienced customer on the front court now, playing middle blocker. Pass is good from Lube. Chance for Sokolov again. He goes straight back to him. It's a good, well, good set width is strong. Lasso does so well to manage to get his arms on the ball and just create one angle from platform to target towards the setter. It's a great pass off the serve of Engapeth, who has served delightfully well here. Simon. Hasn't quite served with the same consistency as Engapeth this evening. Volvic to serve. World Club champion last year with this Zenit team. Silver with this Zenit team in 2016. And also a silver with Lokomotiv Novosibirsk. High play in the game. Unreal. The host is really running that middle section of the court this evening in fine fashion since he's come on. Maybe, just maybe, slightly better through the middle this evening. But the pass has been good. Bruno looks like he's ready to come back in. Miss serve. Whether Madai is happy with his setter or whether he goes back to Bruno is going to be something to keep an eye on. The Holst serving too deep. It's not far away though. Bruno just checking his hand. It's well taped up. Holst now goes back to the pipe. What a set that is. It's almost Bruno-esque because as soon as that ball comes in straight, it's to the right side, so the angle is much straighter. Bruno also loves just flipping that ball back on the pipe, especially when you've got your Andy Leo and you've got a massive seam and a split in the block to go after, but that's because of the setter. The setter's worked hard for Leo there. One Terena. What a time to fire up the furnace and put Zenit back in front. The man from New York, Anderson, goes very, very deep. The cup for this Lube team, but ever since then they've done pretty well, only losing to Perugia 3-0 in the league, but they've got much easier games coming up till Christmas. Lube. Good blocking from Nick Shosharov. Sokolov just plants his feet, tries to like chop it back on a real sharp angle. It's a really audacious attempt that from the Bulgarian. Whether they decide to challenge it, it doesn't look like it, but Zenit now lead by 2. Matt Anderson and his service run providing to be the difference. Sokolov, having gone sharp angle the time before, really works his thumb the other way around the ball. The blocking angle on Sokolov. Somehow Sokolov manages to just utilize his hand round the ball. His arm goes down into his right hand pocket. this game just keeps swinging around. It's another great service sub. We saw that in the previous set. Just comes in and just really serves a flat float serve. The ball's moving, it's drifting, very difficult to track. Engapeth now vulnerable against Lube and Enrico Sesta. Massive work from the substitution. Matt Anderson was on fine form with his jump serve. But the previous serve, this time the ball goes to Verbov to the right-hand side. The ball still goes to Engapeth though, who just with a southpaw. A few laughs from Lube as they don't even know how that happened. Stankovic comes back in. And then Stankovic might just leave the court again for Balasso. Good service run though from the substitution. Enrico Sesta tied at 19-all, business time. Likshoforov to serve. And Lube on the side. Some of the support staff cheering the errors of the Zenit serves. Still no Bruno. The Holt's doing a fine job here for Lube, the backup setter. He goes back to the middle. As we've seen, it's a great relationship with Simon. Now he goes to Sokolov. Great setting from the Holes because he's fed the middle. He's fed the middle time and time again. And then when he does go to Sokolov, look at this. Volcic is committed to Simon. And it means that the opposite man is one-on-one against Engapeth, and you would back Sokolov there. Backup serve, not quite as potent as the previous swing, but really it's too close to call, and this is huge. We're in the 20s. Maxim Mikhailov to serve, and it's long. This is reminiscent of yesterday's performance from Zenit. In the 20s and missing serves. 22-20 the score actually, is not 21-all. There we go. Pressure time. Randy Leal to serve. He serves in. It's a game changer. In the 20s, you have to make him count. But Engapeth. We've seen that so many times in system. It's a good pass from Verbov as the serve from Leal hit the net, but to change direction of the ball the way that Engapeth does isn't easy. The ball's right the way across him. He snaps it back angle. And then Engapeth ferociously goes back to the baseline. Grip it and rip it, Engapeth. That's what you're good at. Again, it's the last time the timeout worked against Engapeth, and it's worked again. Guy knows exactly what he's doing to Engapeth there. Engapeth furious. That's twice it's worked. You call the timeout to disrupt the mental rhythm of the server. That timeout could be huge in the context of this set. Diamantini is in again, who started a large proportion of Lube's league games, but it's a missed serve. Randy Leal has his head in his hands. Simon comes back in. Bruno is still at the back of the subs bench. Simon straight back out. Diamantini as well. Stankovic on the front court. Lasso, the libero from Lube, at position 1. Look who it is. The service specialist, Sermachevsky. It's a good serve, but Lille gets the ball into a half-decent zone. But Sokolov is roofed almost out of the building. The foot speed from the middleman, the Gostarov, is so good, but when travelling quick at that height, the hands have to take time away from the spiker. There's a challenge, but the game has turned around again. Zenit, unless something drastic happens, have set points. Looking for a net touch against Anderson. Absolutely not. So Zenit have set point to go 2-1 up. This game is delivering in every single aspect. We knew there was not going to be much in this. Alexeyev is in for Butko. Just to add to the blocking features of Zenit. First set point of this third. Sermachevsky with a bullet, but Lille gets the ball into a pretty good zone. Monterrey just rolls the ball to Sermachevsky. Chance for Anderson, who's maybe looking for a touch. No! First one saved from Lube on Zenit Kazan. Not the cleanest way to score the point. Maybe some nerves from both teams. Stankovic almost trying to cover the seam with his hands. And we'll want this one to go his way. Touch. I think we saw it earlier. Off the little finger maybe. That's what they want. No touch given, but Zenit will complain. Alekno telling the second referee to watch the video, but on the first replay, I don't know what you at home thought, but I thought the ball was well clear of Stankovic's hands. Jan de Holst to serve, who's done an exceptional job since coming on. Engapeth passing very straight. Good setting from Butko. Front court setter, just really pressing all the play between 3 or 4. Difficult for Butko to try and get Mikhailov in the game. He can now though, because this is perfect. They have their second set point, Zenit, but they also have 3 front court blockers. A setter now on the back court. Vanderholt still on the front, so they're going to want to swing here. They don't need a swing because Anderson delays his timing in the block, and Zenit trailing for large percentages of that third set. In theory, have gone 2-1 up, but there's a challenge from Lube. Unsure what for as of yet. A man on a mission. Anderson. Net touch? Absolutely not by the looks of it. The net's not moving. That's usually something for referees. Three up, it's good. It's exactly the same as the previous set. Anderson back to work. 3 in the block, causing problems for Lube. The last one was slower. It was almost like a dunk. This time he just sees everything. Eyes are very crucial when it comes to blocking. Volvic off the net, they're out of system here, Lube. Impressive blocking this time, who Bruno started this set. He's looking for the tip. Great cover though from Balasso. Sokolov stays casual. That's the only change by the looks of it. Bruno has come back in. Stankovic starts with Simon, Monterena, Sokolov, Bruno. Gostarov starting again. Volvic, his buddy in the middle. Anderson, Engapeth, Verbov in the pass. Mikhailov opposite. Anderson getting caught pretty low with that. Some setting from Butko. If somebody please can tell me how Butko managed to find that set, please put it on a postcard and let me know. Nobody expecting that. Sokolov already trying to release. Unbelievable. Feet are very close to the line there from Butko. 3 in the block. And Sokolov fires long. The referee's seen a touch. It's not been given from the line judge. Zenit Kazan are just arguing again. Alekno doesn't want to use the challenge. Maybe the Gostarov has admitted the touch. Great serving from Monterena, who's been slightly quieter in the previous set. Butko chasing after it, Mikhailov. This time from the left, doing bits of business, as Mikhailov does best. Stankovic just a little late in the block. Anderson, whose early serving was very good. And it's another race from Matt Anderson, an experienced customer for Zenit. 7th season. Balasso just lets it get too close to the body, gets forced back, the ball goes with it. You have to cut the ball off early. Present the platform to the ball. Anderson again hit. This time to 1, and if it's not Balasso, who's not orchestrating the pass, it's Monterena. The arm goes across the body, drawing towards the Italian international from Cuban descent. Going backwards, once again, not holding the platform. Shaky from Lube. Anderson on fine form. Verbov somehow making an angle from deep right. That one looks out. Line judge has a wonderful view there. Lots of plaudits there for Verbov because he's falling away, and again he can still get his arms out and take the ball early. He's had a very good game. Back to the middle, Lube go. And you'll find in this game they're going to have to use Simon, hold the middle, using the pipe, using the quick play, and then go to the outsides and try and get the hitters one-on-one. Engapeth, 2 tenths with the touch. There's a net touch as well against Volvic. Nice foot going under, the whole foot underneath the centre line. But Engapeth struggling with that first pass. Verbov again, perfect from the libero. I mean, Verbov, you're talking European Championship Best Libero 2013, World League Best Libero 2009, Champions League Best Libero 2009, Olympics in Beijing Best Digger as well. The guy has a lot of experience, and he's bringing it here. Good height on the pass from Leo. Unfortunately, he's a bit crammed, so he can only try and wipe off the block. The defense is good from Zenit. Engapeth just getting nudged around from his whole team. This is why he's come to Zenit. He's a completely different player to Leon and the Cubans, but he's so effective with the way that he sees the block. He works the ball. He manipulates the play. Karlov. Good passing again. Bruno finding his middleman with ease. Almost just throws it off the left shoulder, doesn't he? Just puts it in the path of Simon. That'll do. Engapeth passing perfectly, almost sliding out again. Net touch against Lube. Bruno, the culprit. Engapeth doing a great job. Usually when the front court receiver gets served inside to their right hand, it makes sense to have a bit of a line block on them. It's difficult to get out, get an approach at speed, to be able to open up all angles. It's more of a test of technique, of a tactic. Engapeth, who served and just genuinely played really well this evening, misses out. Passing is good from Zenit, and this is going to hold them in really good stead as this game progresses. Sokolov, no touch. For Juan Terena and for Sokolov, after winning this competition those 4 times, 2009, 10, 11 and 12 with Trentino. To win it with Lube would be something special. Challenge, no fault. Hawkeye has the best eye once again. More attacks from Lube though, 44 to 40, but 11 blocks from Zenit on Lube. Only 4 blocks this evening. No blocking that time, Monterena. And you could argue that that's the matchup, really. You've got players in Anderson and Engapeth who do use the block at times slightly better than Juan Terena and Leo, who go for power. And when you are as powerful as those guys, it makes sense to play to your strengths. Doesn't matter what I say, just watch Lube start to make some blocks flat. It's huge. Stankovic. Two in a row, or is that one wide? It's just wide. Juan Terena his face said it all. It's a game changer, really, isn't it? Get Mikhailov twice in a row. Come back to 10-10, luckily for Lube. They're back to just one anyway, but all these small margins that just mean so much. Flirtatious toss of the ball. Almost over the line. Here we go. Anderson. This time hitting on the right side, just finds Leal's hands, pressing right into the face of the American. Monterrey is needed here by Lube. Butko on the back court, as is Bruno. 3 front court attackers. We might just see Monterrey on the pipe as well. Not if Monterrey can't pass perfectly. Some set though from Bruno. Verbov just steps in. Feet have to be behind the white line for the libero to set, but he still gets it out to Engapeth. 3 in the block to Engapeth. No way through for the Frenchman. 3 in every occasion so far from Lube. This time 2, but sitting off is Leal in the defense, and then Leal puts the ball away. One of the best rallies so far in this game. Great play all round. The blockers working so hard, but good discipline from Leal. He decides not to block and make 3, but he still takes that step off the net to protect the sharp angle across the court. Verbov out of system. We haven't seen that much. Engapeth is very good swinging when he's out of system. Also, it's a good decision, even at this level, to go after the middle player when the libero's off. The touch of Stankovic, a little bit vulnerable, tentative. Kostrov with the serve. Speed is good. It's a great rotation for Lube to move on from fast. Bruno at 5, now he's at 4, so they'll want to do the same next time. But the speed was key, the pass was perfect. Sokolov. Lube really needing to get back into this game. Anderson apologises, but what a play. These pipe attacks just get quicker through the ages. Just second tempo. Simon and Bruno almost colliding, trying to protect the nets. Both teams passing well. So close. Crucial stages. Randy Leal is one of the best servers for this team, and he goes out the back. Misses out just as Monterrey did earlier. Engapeth's chance to make a dash for a 2-point lead. Zenit would love to take control here. Long again. Players are really going for their serves. Robertlandy Simon. 3 in a row. The consistency of the serve from Simon throughout this competition so far hasn't been at his best. Simon played in Korea 2014 to 2016, the most expensive player ever to play in the Korean League. Anderson, blocking angle, gets one on Sokolov. Big moments here. They pull away to a 2-point lead. As the big jump servers have missed out, it's the float serve that really made a difference. The second one, though, from Volvic into the net. So you see now the float serve trying to be as close to the top of the net band, taking time away from the passing unit. Same with Bruno. Trying to get the block in the game. Lube, and they do so. It's really good. Serving straight down the line means that the passer has to pass quite straight. It's difficult to get the ball to 2.5 or 3. Anderson is really crammed there. Butko nowhere to go. But the ball travels a small distance. It's easy for the blocker to get their line. Same idea again. It doesn't go this time. Butko makes a better decision, goes to the opposite, but they stack on the cross court. Very good from Lube. Serving straight down the line from Bruno. Mikhailov struggling with his spiking, but it's all to do with linking. Bruno on fine form from the service line. Overhand defense. Off the net is Lille. Engapeth with almost a free ball. Chance for Zenit to use the middle, grow back into the game. Good timeout from Alekno, whose son is the reserve setter for this Zenit team. Started against Frankfurt in the Champions League last week, but won't be playing in front of Butko tonight, that's for sure. Trying to spread the play is Bruno, but the timing and the rhythm is out. Wantarena is underneath the ball. Right on top of him is Anderson. The ball's only coming cross-court, easy pickings. The man in the crowd can't believe it. Head-in-hand stuff from the Lube fans. It's all in the toss from Butko. What an interesting game. Just showing, again, how important serving and blocking is. They're looking for a footfall. It hasn't been given. Out of system. No one in the block on Mikhailov. I don't know if you want to do that. Yes, they do. They were confident he wasn't going to hit that one hard. Chance for Lille. Free ball. Lube needing this one. Zenit holding on. Width means splits in the block. Seams are open. And when the seams are open, Sokolov comes to the party. Bruno opening up the net really nicely again. Wider play in the middle, making the middle blocker press all the time in that direction. You've also got Andy Lille over that side at position 4 as well. So the net is really evenly spread right now. It's a great front court for both teams. Mikhailov, though, doesn't matter who he's lined up against. Sokolov. Devastated Sokolov, isn't he? High, smooth, just working off the hands. Anderson, take a bow. Pressure on Lube, Balasso with a perfect pass. What a time to run that play. Both teams are playing so well right now. The heat is on and the big players are coming to the forefront of this game. Changes. Sesta, Diamantini. Bruno is a little bit confused as to what's going on. So Stankovic is off for Sesta. The same substitution that served Lube well, but this is a different time. This means everything. If Zenit win this game, this pool is wide open with 3 teams. All would have had 1 win in the opening 2 days. It would be unbelievable scenes over the rest of the competition. Smooth spiking, physical, high, hitting the perimeter again, and it's off the hands. It's clever. Spiking's not about hitting steep, because look at the size of the blockers. Koshtarov passing out of system. The middle's job isn't to do the passing, but Sokolov has got one on Engapeth at a key time. The vulnerability showing here of Zenit again. 3 in, and he's picking. You don't pick a fight with Robertlandy Simon. You just don't. The Cuban crushes coming through here. Engapeth out of system again. Zenit was such in a good position, and Engapeth's body language has gone. The head's down, the shoulders are shrugging, the pass has gone, he's been blocked 2 times in a row. Zenit cannot afford this. Seeing this float serve. Engapeth quite straight at the moment. Now he ducks down to try and pass this ball. It's a good timeout from Alekno, but maybe too little, too late. Stankovic back in. Koshtarov leaves for another serving specialist. Sermachevsky, what a competition he has had from the bench so far. Second set point for Lube to send us to 5. Is there another twist in this one? Maybe! The serving substitutions just showing grit. We're back to 1. Timeout from Lube. Wantarena put down again. Weight going backwards. This is their 3rd set point. Sermachevsky serving again, and it's another absolute belter. Can you believe it? Sokolov with 3 against him, puts the ball away down the line. Unbelievable volleyball all round. We go. Same team. Simon and Stankovic will start in the middle. Wantarena back on the money. Zenit, Engapeth, Anderson, Mikhailov, Koshtarov, Butko, the libero, Verbov. Bruno had a really good run of serves in the previous set, straight down the line. He goes straight after Matt Anderson there at position 1. Engapeth drawing the ball back with great accuracy to the line. Inside set, Sokolov just diving into the angle, leaving the line. They know exactly what they're doing there with that play, Zenit. Anderson, who's Scored 14 points, but just been a constant thorn in the side of Lube from the baseline. Fortunately, though, remember yesterday, Kazan missed 6 serves in the final tie-break set. They've missed 1 already, 1 to Reina. Also misses. 1 missed serve each. Three missed serves in a row. Show nerves. Four missed serves in a row. Even at this level, teams can lose concentration under pressure. Mikhailov, he does serve in. 1 to Reina. There's a great spread of the play from Bruno, but Butko makes a monster block for Zenit Kazan. The hopes of Kazan are on this game. High work, but Verbov playing 6 stays so deep, and credit to the libero. And the substitutes are almost on the court, helping pull Zenit through here. Again, compromised Bruno. Miraculous work to find the middle, falling away at position 2 to just fire the hands. That's so close, but it is out. They keep feeding him. This time Mikhailov, the ball's just travelling across him. They're out of system. What a touch that is from Butko. The reactions, managing just to get the platform underneath the ball to at least give Mikhailov a chance. And when you've got players like Mikhailov in your roster, he can score from absolutely anywhere. Engapeth. Vassier puts that ball in slightly off the net. There's no middle this time. Engapeth with good defense. Verbov just stepping in, managing to get the set out to position 4. Bruno now has an opportunity, goes straight to Sokolov. Of course he does. Scurrying at the net. Tie break. Everything on this one. Lille scores for Lube. They need it. They cannot let Zenit pull away here. Looks like Artem Volvic brought off Samolenko. A round of applause for Volvic. Nothing short of a legend in the Kazan team. Best middle blocker in this competition in 2016, and also the best middle blocker in the Olympic Games in Rio. Another missed serve, 3 from Lube. Game-changing. Substitution. Samoilenko needing to push Zenit closer here to keep them really alive in this competition. How do you stop that? As a middle spiker, turning the ball away on a sharp angle to 5. Your libero's not going to dig it. Can your middle blocker from Zenit get their hands in front of something on such an angle? Who knows? Here we go again. The service substitution that proved key for victory in the previous set. Go after Anderson, this time the front court receiver. 2 in the block, Anderson. They might challenge this. It's very close. Very, very close. Anderson is sure the ball is in. We go to a challenge. It's a crucial one. He's tried to hit the sharp one. Back across the face. It's a great challenge. The ball is in. What a way to pull Zenit away from Lube. Butko finds the seam. The accuracy here between the two passes, sublime. This is the first one with Lube, but the whole team need to dig deep. Palacio with a great pass. It was a ripper of a serve. So good from Lube. The pass is to 3.5, and somehow the height means that Bruno can get his body weight through the ball, flip it back with his wrists, and find Sokolov, who's now on the front court. Big times now for Lube. Big 3 on the front. Tight from Anderson. Good vision from Stankovic. Second chance for Anderson. Stays high. Stays very controlled. You give him an inch. Anderson will take it. Three-point difference. Anderson now with a chance. Another missed serve. Referee's reversed his decision. Initially he said the ball was in. It's clear that it was out. There's a big pause here for one Terena. Of course, there's a challenge. Always really long. But maybe that's just been thrown in the mix from Alekno to slow down the play. It's been a long, long wait for one Terena. 4-time MVP, a record for this event. Lube need him now. It's a great serve from one Terena. Surely at least 2 in the block. Bruno just creeping up. Mikhailov gets the better of the Brazilian. It's a really smooth side out from Zenit. But Ko can take a lot of credit there. Nikosharov. Last time served into the net. This time it's much better on Lille. Slightly out of system. No middle attack, but the pipe is there with one Terena. This is a big opportunity for Zenit to go 4 in front. And what does Engapeth do? He just works off the block. So good at this aspect of the game. Just goes chiseling off the hands. Changes the arm speed all the time. Makes it difficult for a blocker to get their timing. Now Zenits are going for the jugular. Somachevsky, the serving substitution. This pool is very much alive here in Plock. Lille, now he's blocked. Mikhailov has been outstanding throughout the closing stages, whether it's serving or spiking or blocking. He has been near on perfect in the tiebreak. Engapeth supporting so well as well. Any net touch? Absolutely not. Desperation from Lube. Great substitution from Alekno. Somachevsky, all the way through this competition, has been a great serving substitution. He goes straight after Lille again. Crazy. Unorganised from Lube. Poor from Mikhailov just for a change. Masari looks to come in to provide some stability in the pass. Sorry, my mistake. Comes in to serve for Stankovic. First season for Lube. Big task in front of Mazzari. It's a float serve deep on Anderson, out of system, no middle, 2 in the block, surely. But Engapeth has just potentially ripped the steepest angle that he has absolutely no right to hit. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing from Engapeth. In or out? Of course it's in. Engapeth, at a clutch time, has just hit a ripper. Substitution. Masari comes off. Stankovic comes back in. Zenit look like they are still alive in this competition. Mikhailov serving the first match point for the Russians. Saved from Simon. It's great from Simon how he works that ball back to 1. Really impressive. More substitutions. Sokolov out. Bruno out. And Tagali and De Holst in. De Holst, who did a great job in set 2 when he replaced Bruno. They need something special here, Lube. Second match point. Pass is very good. This should be it. It's a little bit tight, actually. Here is a real big chance. Engapeth loves swinging out of system, but that thrash is long. 2 match points saved from the Italians. Third match point. Float serves causing problems for Zenit, but they're in system now. Engapeth is dug by Wantarena off the block. Lille now, the cover from Wantarena is good as well. Chance for Simon. And now they're starting to believe Lube. They're running the middle well, making digs on the backcourt. Reactions from Wantarena strong. Timeout from Zenit. They are sweating. Points. Saved already. The whole serving. Goes straight after Engapeth on the inside. Here's another chance in transition for Lube. Back to Simon. Battering Zenit through the middle. 4 saved. The connection the Holst and Simon have is incredible. Zenit now are rocked. Fist bumps all round from Lube. The Holst now with the most critical serve so far. Anderson putting the ball in. It goes to Mikhailov. He swings wide. No way. 5 match points given away from Zenit. Bruno is almost on the court. Mikhailov, who was so strong early on, has just fired wide, and now we're in overtime. Always expect the unexpected. Engapeth now with a chance. He puts the ball away. Sixth match point. Engapeth finds a solution. Through the seam, so close. 6th match point. And look who it is. Can Engapeth do what Lyon did in the Champions League final? It's unfair to compare, but we're going to do it anyway. No, the ball finds the centre of the net. Six match points saved. Surely Lube are going to have a chance here. Now it's a big server for them. Lille with an absolute ripper. Mikhailov on the inside, fires long again. 2 errors in a row from Mikhailov. First match point for Lube, not yet. In big moments of this one. Touch. Lube are saying no. Zenit are saying yes. Challenge has reversed it. It's gone the way of Zenit. Gimpale Madai is really going crazy here. It looked like a wild swing. All of the blockers are saying no. Wantarena is going into the red here. They have to be careful. The point goes the way of Zenit Kazan. Stankovic, hands on his head. Wantarena, arms out by the side. Confusion. Emotions running high here. Have Zenit Kazan just got away with it, or was that the best decision of the game so far? Seventh match point for Kazan. Samylenko serving. It's a float serve to Wantarena. It's a jolty touch. It's so close. And here's the swing. It's a bump set to the outside to Anderson. A second chance off the free ball for Lube. Block out the back. Seven match points saved. Alekno is challenging again. Relentless, but at the same time genius, because if he challenges, and even if it's wrong, it slows the game down like a timeout for Robertlandy Simon. So much time in between the points. Robertlandy Simon has not served at his best early on in this competition, but now's his time. Zenit. Well, if they win this game, they're still well in the competition. But if they lose and Fakel beat Skra, they are out. Even if Skra beat Fakel, that's 2 teams on 3 points, Lube on 6. It's looking very dark for them. It really is. Challenge again. This is everything we thought it would be. It's reminiscent of the Champions League final last year. That was in Kazan. Champions League final. What a game that was. That was 17-15 to Zenit in the 5th. Anderson, a veteran of that, Mikhailov, Butko, Samulenko and Volvic all played. Maybe there's a net touch. No fault from Lube, nothing reversed, but smooth, maybe from Alekno, because Simon may have lacked rhythm. Huge moments. Still slowing the game down. Drama. Everyone in this stadium, the Orlan Arena, on the edge of their seats. Simon serves into the net. Look at Alekno. Some gamesmanship in there, surely. Match point number 8. 2012 Olympic gold medalist. The setter just shows pressure gets to everyone. 8 match points saved. Kantagali with the serve. It's a good one on Engapeth, who really is tense with his platform. There's a joust at the net. The challenge is on. The ball hits the aerial, so it's out. The argument is from one trainer is saying maybe that the ball was over the net. It's been reversed, the decision. Butko is a back court setter. Was his hand over? Did the ball go over the net? It's a big, big call. More big calls at big times. The setter is not allowed to jump and play the ball over the net when he's on the back court. First match point for Lube. This game has had absolutely everything. The passing unit from Zenit must be ready. It's good from Verbov. They go straight to Anderson. He stays high. Here's a chance for Lube to steal it. And they take it! The first time of asking. 8 match points saved from Lube. Given away from Zenit Kazan. And the reigning champions of the world are on the brink of elimination when they should still be competing. It's an unbelievable advert for the game. Verbov is going crazy. Bruno has to hold him back. Engapeth is coming under as well. The net is down and the gloves are on here. Emotions. Not behaviour that we want to see. Engapeth. Unbelievable scenes here. Too far from Zenit. But there you have it. What a comeback. 3-2 to Lube. 20-25, 25-22, 24-26, 25-23 and 19-17. Look at the final set scores. Some scenes we don't want to see again, but Lube have been fantastic. Great substitutions, credit where credit is due. To Cantagalli serving well.